So I just realized, oh, and by the way, let me introduce myself. I'm Sydney Island. That's Island with a Y, not an S. My clothes is tacky right now. Judge me. Judge me. I don't care. Judge me. Okay, anyways, this video is all about being an outcast, being an oddball. My titties are sagging today. Anyways, that's this video is all about my sagging titties. No, anyways, it's all about feeling like, well, realizing that I'm just meant to start shit. Like, I'm just meant to start businesses. I'm just meant to do my own thing. I'm not meant to do what the world has already done. I'm meant to start something new. And perhaps you watching this video are meant to start something new as well. So I had this realization, this was like a couple of years ago. I had this realization that I am meant to not do what everybody else is doing, not eat the foods everybody else is serving, and not live in the places everybody else is living. I want to start off by saying I was diagnosed with celiac disease when I was 18 years old. When you have celiac disease, you can't eat something called wheat gluten. You can't eat barley or wheat barley or whatever. Wheat gluten is in literally everything. That's the microwave, going off. Wheat gluten is in everything. It's in pancakes, bread, pasta, soups. It's in everything, right? It's so hard to find food that doesn't have wheat gluten in it. And I was diagnosed with celiac disease when I was 18 years old. And I went off to college with this disease. And it was so hard to eat food. It was so hard to find food that worked for me on campus. So I always had to go grocery shopping to be able to cook my own food. So the food that I was able to eat was like, vegetables and rice and things that just was super organic and healthy, right? Things that were very light, things that wasn't made with a bunch of different sauces and spices. Because I also have severe freaking acid reflux, okay? I got it hard. I got it freaking hard. But I'm not gonna play the victim. So it was hard, right? Being diagnosed with celiac disease and going off to college and realizing that I can't eat what the college cafeterias serve. I can only eat some of it, but a lot of it I can't. And the restaurants, I definitely can't eat what the restaurants serve. So I was struggling. And I tried to be like everybody else, and I'd be like, okay, well, I'll just try to eat something that has a little bit of something in it, just because I'm just hungry, right? And I would always end up feeling sick. And it made me really sick to try to eat the foods that was served in the cafeterias. I was so sick, y'all. It was hard for me to go to class. I was exhausted. I was nauseous. I just didn't have no physical energy. Like with wheat gluten, it's hard for you to digest the vitamins and the nutrients from regular food, because the gluten gets stuck in your intestines and you can't digest what everybody else is able to digest. So you need foods that are very organic, very healthy, and that doesn't have a lot of weight to it. So that's what happened to me, right? And I realized after like a whole year of trying to eat foods that didn't serve me and made me sick, I realized that God just doesn't want me to eat the shit that everybody else is eating. God wants me to create my own foods. So I started going to grocery stores and buying, a lot of healthy stuff. And it was hard, y'all. It was really hard to find foods that I could really eat. I ended up eating foods that made me feel sick by accident and stuff like that. And so, I started being more organic, and I decided that I wanted to go vegan, right? And so I stopped eating, chicken and pork and beef. But every now and then I did eat a little bit of seafood, so I was pescatarian. But then that died out, and I was vegan for like a whole month, and it was really good for me. Like, it was so good for me. And I'm back to the vegan life. I really don't want to eat any meat whatsoever. That includes fish and seafood and eggs and dairy. And it has worked for me so well to just stop eating dairy, eggs, seafood, any type of meat, anything that has come from an animal. It has helped me to stop eating that stuff and just stick to vegetables and rice and gluten-free food and organic food and stuff that specifically has that big GF label. Y'all celiac disease people know what I'm talking about. That big old GF label that says gluten-free, that's a saver. That's a lifesaver right there. So I realized that I'm not meant to eat what other people serve. I'm not. I'm meant to build my own food. And so maybe one day I'll release a cookbook for people who have celiac disease, or I'll, make gluten-free vegan recipes on my channel. But whatever it is, I'm not meant to eat what other people eat, and I'm not meant to eat what other people serve. I am meant to create anew. I'm meant to create anew. And that includes being in this hotel. I realized that there's always something I don't like in these hotels, right? And it's because I'm meant to build my own homes. These aren't my homes. Somebody else built this with their own like personal design in mind. It had nothing to do with me. So I'm just here like, okay, some dude named Robert Johnson decided, I just made that name up, by the way. Some dude named Robert Johnson decided, let's build this hotel this way. And I just decided I'm just going to live in Robert Johnson's hotel. I never met Robert Johnson. Me and Robert Johnson probably wouldn't vibe, okay? Like, I'm a Taurus. Robert Johnson or probably wouldn't be the zodiac sign that vibe with Tauruses, okay? And so I realized that I just don't vibe with other people's creations as well as I would vibe with my own. And I have realized that that's what life is all about, creating your own. Some people do not have the power and the ambition and the intelligence to create their own. And you watching this may not be that person. But you can inspire somebody else who does have that ambition and, intelligence and whatever. You can inspire somebody else who does to do that, and it can create something that you can benefit from. And so God has given me the gift of being able to inspire and to be able to create from my own gifts that God has given me. I'm a musician. I sing. Anybody who knows, anybody who knows me knows I love to sing. Oh yeah, by the way, check out my song Back to Infinity. Yeah, by the way. Yeah, it's released everywhere. I don't know why I stuck my tongue out. But anyways, and so I've realized that I'm meant to build my own. Maybe perhaps someday I'll build a hotel. I'll build a Airbnb. I'll build something. I'm not meant to live the life that other people live. I'm not meant to change who I am to suit other people's comforts. I've come to realize that you have to let go. You really have to let go. No matter what it is. So that you can be able to start all over again and live the life that you were meant to live. I was not meant to live a mediocre life. And that bothers people. It bothers people who are insecure within themselves to hear you say, I am meant to live a special life. I am meant to live a life where I am rich and I meet celebrities and I make a lot of money and I do what makes me happy and I express myself everywhere that I go. I can manifest whenever, wherever I want. People don't like that when they're insecure within themselves and when they feel that they can't do it themselves. So it's up to you to finally sit by yourself alone and say, maybe I should try to be more like her instead of judging her. Instead of judging her for being confident in herself, maybe I should try to be confident in myself so that we can be on the same freaking page. That's something I've learned. Confidence is key. And it's not easy to attain. Confidence is not easy to attain. So if you embark on a journey where you say, I'm going to be confident, I'm going to love myself, and you manage to love yourself despite the fact that everybody's been telling you that you're a piece of shit, you should hate yourself. You decide that you love yourself, you deserve an award. And perhaps someday you'll get one. But, yeah, I just had these thoughts, about how I'm just not meant to be like everybody else. I gotta start something new. I gotta create my own ideas of beauty. I gotta define my own ideas of beauty. And you do too. Define your own ideas of beauty. Somebody else said that this type of woman is beautiful, but you have to decide that this type of woman is beautiful. The what type of woman that you build and create. You have to create everything from scratch, because this world is not perfect. This world is not meant for you. You're supposed to create your own shit and make things your own way and influence people the way that you, how do I put this? Influence people in a unique way. Influence people in a way that comes from your own individuality, and it doesn't come from what somebody else said that like you should be. You know what I mean? Start from scratch and do your own thing. Completely. Because somebody might look at me and be like, yo, like, she ain't got no makeup on, she got this dashiki on, she got these box braids, she ain't cute, that's not beauty. But somebody else may look at me and be like, that's beauty. That's freaking beauty. But either way, it doesn't matter. Because all that matters is, do I feel that I'm beautiful? And I do. That's all that matters. Define your own idea of beauty. And this right here, this face right here, this is beautiful to me. Therefore, I'm beautiful. Not because you said I'm beautiful. And not because he said I'm not. But because I said I am. Hope that you enjoyed this video, ladies and gentlemen. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye-bye.